Baseball players have a way of captivating fans like no other athletes. One moment they're smashing home runs and making incredible plays. The next they're causing controversies and drawing criticism. From the legendary Babe Ruth, who revolutionized the game with his power hitting, to the notorious Ty Cobb, known for his violence on and off the field, the sport has seen its fair share of beloved heroes and despised villains. So, who are the most iconic and most controversial players in MLB history? What makes them so adored or so hated? And how did their actions on and off the field shake their legacies? Let's dive into the fascinating world of baseball's most polarizing figures. Babe Ruth, the Sultan of SWAT, is undoubtedly the most iconic player to ever step onto a baseball diamond. With 714 home runs and a slugging percentage of .690, the highest ever recorded, Ruth redefined what it meant to be a power hitter. He began his career as a dominant pitcher before transitioning into a legendary slugger, leading the New York Yankees to 4 World Series championships. As the first global sports superstar, Ruth's name is known even by those who have never watched a single inning of baseball. While Babe Ruth may be the most iconic, Willie Mays is often regarded as the best all-around player in baseball history. A true five-tool player, Mays excelled in hitting, power, speed, defense, and arm strength. With 660 home runs, 3,283 hits, and 12 Gold Glove awards, his statistics speak for themselves. Mays' most famous moment came in the 1954 World Series when he made an incredible over-the-shoulder catch, known simply as the catch. A 2-time MVP and 24-time All-Star, Mays' talent and versatility remain unmatched. Hank Aaron, on the other hand, is celebrated as the true home run king. In 1974, Aaron surpassed Babe Ruth's long-standing record of 714 home runs, finishing his career with 755. He also holds the all-time record for the most runs batted in, RBIs, with 2,297. Beyond his on-field accomplishments, Aaron's grace and dignity in the face of racism and death threats as he approached Ruth's record cemented his status as a symbol of perseverance and sportsmanship. Moving into the modern era, Ken Griffey Jr. stands out as one of baseball's most beloved superstars, with 630 home runs and a swing so smooth it seemed effortless. Griffey captured the hearts of fans everywhere. His 10 Gold Glove awards showcased his defensive prowess in center field, where he made jaw-dropping catches look routine. Playing in the steroid era, Griffey's name was never linked to performance-enhancing drugs, further endearing him to fans as a true icon of the game. Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, is remembered not only for his incredible talent, but also for his unwavering dedication. Gehrig played in 2,130 consecutive games, a record that stood for over 50 years, showcasing his remarkable durability and work ethic. With 493 home runs, 1,995 RBIs, and a 340 career batting average, Gehrig was a 2-time MVP and a 6-time World Series champion with the Yankees. His farewell speech, delivered after being diagnosed with ALS, remains one of the most poignant moments in sports history, cementing his legacy as a symbol of courage and humility. In recent years, Shohei Ohtani has emerged as a modern-day baseball unicorn, drawing comparisons to the great Babe Ruth. Ohtani's unique ability to excel as both a pitcher and a hitter has captivated fans around the world. In 2021, he became the first player in MLB history to record 40-plus home runs and 200-plus strikeouts in a single season, earning him unanimous MVP honors. Ohtani's humble personality and global appeal have made him a fan favorite, attracting international audiences to the sport. No discussion of baseball's most influential players would be complete without mentioning Jackie Robinson. In 1947, Robinson broke MLB's color barrier, becoming the first African-American to play in the major leagues. Despite facing intense racism and discrimination, Robinson excelled on the field, earning Rookie of the Year honors, and later being named MVP. His courage and grace in the face of adversity paved the way for future generations of players and helped to drive the civil rights movement forward. Today, Robinson's legacy is celebrated across baseball, with his No. 42 retired by every MLB team. Ted Williams, often referred to as the greatest pure hitter in baseball history, is another player whose legacy extends beyond the diamond. With a career batting average of 344 and an on-base percentage of .482, the highest in MLB history. Williams' skill at the plate was unparalleled. He is the last player to hit over .400 in a single season, achieving the feat in 1941. A two-time MVP and two-time Triple Crown winner, Williams' career was interrupted by military service during World War II and the Korean War. Yet he still managed to amass 521 home runs. Known for his intelligence and his scientific approach to hitting, Williams' dedication to the craft was legendary. Stan Musial, affectionately known as Stan the Man, embodies the qualities of consistency and class. With 3,630 hits, evenly split between home and away games, and a .331 career batting average, Musial's numbers speak of his incredible skill and dependability. A three-time World Series champion with the St. Louis Cardinals, Musial was also a seven-time batting champion and a three-time MVP. Beyond his on-field accomplishments, Musial was known for his humility, kindness, and sportsmanship, making him one of the most universally respected players in baseball history. Transitioning to the modern era, Derek Jeter stands out as a true Yankees legend. As a five-time World Series champion and the captain of the most storied franchise in baseball, Jeter's leadership and clutch performances made him a fan favorite. With 3,465 career hits, Jeter is one of the most productive shortstops in MLB history. His postseason heroics, including the famous flip play in the 2001 ALDS, only added to his legend. Respected by teammates and opponents alike, Jeter's professionalism and ambassadorship for the game made him a true icon. While baseball has its fair share of beloved heroes, it also has a dark side, with players whose actions on and off the field have earned them the scorn of fans and fellow players alike. Ty Cobb, one of the game's earliest superstars, is also one of its most notorious villains. Known for his violent temper and aggressive play, Cobb was infamous for spiking opposing players, attacking fans, and even fighting with his own teammates. His reputation for racism and brutality has only added to his infamy, overshadowing his incredible on-field accomplishments. Pete Rose, baseball's all-time hits leader, is another player whose legacy is tarnished by scandal. In 1989, Rose was banned from baseball for life for betting on games while managing the Cincinnati Reds. His transgressions didn't end there, as he faced tax evasion charges and allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a minor. Rose's aggressive play also earned him criticism, particularly for injuring catcher Ray Foss in the 1970 All-Star Game, effectively ending Foss's promising career. The steroid era of the late 1990s and early 2000s produced some of baseball's most controversial figures, none more so than Barry Bonds. Bonds, who holds the all-time and single-season home run records, has been accused of using performance-enhancing drugs to gain an unfair advantage. His surly demeanor and clashes with teammates, coaches, and the media only added to his negative reputation. Jose Canseco, another notorious figure from the steroid era, not only admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs, but also wrote a tell-all book, Juiced, exposing widespread steroid use in MLB. Canseco's whistleblowing made him a pariah within the baseball community, and his own legal troubles, including arrests for domestic violence and drug possession, further tarnished his image. Alex Rodriguez, better known as A-Rod, is a player whose immense talent was often overshadowed by his controversies. Like Bonds and Canseco, Rodriguez was linked to performance-enhancing drugs, leading to a season-long suspension in 2014. His on-field antics, such as slapping the ball out of a pitcher's glove during the 2004 ALCS and yelling to distract infielders, earned him a reputation as a dirty player. Off the field, Rodriguez's personal life was often tabloid fodder, with stories of infidelity and even rumors of his supposed narcissism, as evidenced by the infamous Centaur painting he allegedly commissioned of himself. John Rocker, a former closer for the Atlanta Braves, made headlines not for his on-field performance, but for his offensive and bigoted remarks. In a 1999 Sports Illustrated interview, Rocker made racist, sexist, and homophobic comments, drawing widespread condemnation. His penchant for throwing at batters, and his inclusion in the Mitchell Report, which documented steroid use in MLB, only added to his negative reputation. Roger Clemens, one of the most dominant pitchers of his era, is another player whose legacy is marred by allegations of steroid use. despite his impressive accomplishments, including 7 Cy Young Awards and 2 World Series titles. Clemens' alleged drug use and his indictment for perjury for lying to Congress about it have cast a shadow over his career. Clemens' on-field behavior, such as throwing a broken bat at Mike Piazza during the 2000 World Series, also earned him a reputation as a hot-headed and reckless player. Jose Altuve, the star's second baseman for the Houston Astros, has seen his reputation tarnished due to his involvement in the team's sign-stealing scandal. The Astros were found to have used electronic devices to steal opposing team signs during their 2017 World Series run, with Altuve being one of the central figures in the controversy. Although Altuve has denied using a buzzer to receive stolen signs, the scandal has cast a shadow over his MVP award and World Series title, leading many fans to question the legitimacy of his accomplishments. Albert Belle, a feared slugger during the 1990s, was known as much for his violent temper as he was for his prodigious home runs. Belle's anger issues and legal troubles, including arrests for stalking, drunk driving, and indecent exposure, made him a notorious figure in the sport. His penchant for using corked bats and his aggressive behavior on the field, such as trucking infielders on the base paths, only added to his reputation as a dirty player. Nyjer Morgan, a journeyman outfielder, made a name for himself through his erratic and unpredictable behavior on the field. Morgan was known for his violent outbursts, including attacking opposing teams' fans and making obscene gestures toward the crowd. In one infamous incident, Morgan dropped a routine fly ball, only to throw his glove down in frustration and walk away while the play was still live, allowing runners to advance. While his antics may have been amusing to some, Morgan's lack of professionalism and disregard for the game made him a reviled figure among many fans. Aaron Judge, the current captain of the New York Yankees, has quickly become one of the most iconic players in the game today. With his record-breaking 62 home runs in the 2022 season, Judge has established himself as one of the most feared power hitters in baseball. But it's not just his on-field performance that has endeared him to fans. Judge is also known for his leadership, sportsmanship, and humility, making him a true role model for young players and fans alike. Mookie Betts, the star outfielder for the Los Angeles Dodgers, is another player who has won the hearts of fans with his incredible all-around skill and infectious personality. Betts has been a key contributor to 2 World Series championships, first with the Boston Red Sox in 2018, and then with the Dodgers in 2020. His elite hitting, defense, and base-running abilities make him one of the most exciting players to watch in the game today. Off the field, Betts is known for his charitable work and his positive impact on the community, further cementing his status as a beloved figure in the sport. On the other side of the spectrum, we have players who, while not as notorious as some of the most hated figures in baseball history, have still managed to earn the ire of fans and players alike. Bryce Harper, the star outfielder for the Philadelphia Phillies, has often been criticized for his perceived arrogance and cocky demeanor on the field. However, as Harper has matured and grown into his role as one of the game's top players, he has begun to win over fans with his incredible talent and passion for the sport. Carlos Beltran, a former star outfielder and current manager, has seen his reputation tarnished due to his involvement in the Houston Astros sign-stealing scandal as the alleged mastermind behind the scheme. Beltran has faced criticism and backlash from fans and players alike. However, it's worth noting that Beltran's scandal is limited to his role in the sign-stealing scheme and that he has not been involved in any major off-field controversies. Manny Machado, the star third baseman for the San Diego Padres, has earned a reputation as a dirty player due to his aggressive style of play and his tendency to make questionable slides and throws. Machado's attitude on the field has also rubbed some fans the wrong way, as he has been known to show up opponents and argue with umpires. Despite this, Machado's talent is undeniable, and he remains one of the most exciting players in the game today. Finally, we have A.J. Pierzynski, the former catcher who was known as much for his trash-talking and mind games as he was for his solid play behind the plate. Pierzynski was a master at getting under the skin of opposing players and fans, earning him a reputation as one of the most hated players in the game. However, despite his antics, Pierzynski was never involved in any major off-field scandals, and his competitive spirit and love for the game have earned him a begrudging respect from many fans. In the end, the most iconic and most controversial players in baseball history have left an indelible mark on the sport, for better or for worse. Their legacies, whether celebrated or reviled, continue to shape the way we think about and discuss the game to this day. From the towering achievements of Babe Ruth and Willie Mays to the scandalous behavior of Ty Cobb and Pete Rose, these players have helped to create the rich and complex tapestry that is the history of America's pastime.